Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know who it is. This is Space Crypto coming at you again one more time. About to give you another video on the KCCPAD. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning into my videos. Remember to leave a like. Remember to share. Remember to subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's get it. So KCCPAD launched yesterday, and I missed out on this one. Not gonna lie, uh, wasn't completely aware of it and didn't fully understand what was really going on. But essentially, I missed out on this one, but man, shout out to all the people that got in this one because this one went crazy. You made money off this. This did 300x returns, obviously starting out at 25K market cap, and this thing exploded. So if you was one of the first ones to get in, obviously you have to get in like really early, maybe within the first 5 minutes or so. You know, this thing really exploded, man. Um, just got listed on CoinGecko. Currently right now trading for 7 cents, but almost 8 cents right now. But you look at the market cap right now, 6.2 million, starting from 25,000. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. Down 40% right now, but I mean, you're still way up. If you got in as early as when they launch, you're still way up. But there's still opportunities to 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 make money from this whole thing, from this whole ordeal. Obviously, early days. KuCoin still in the early stages. KCC still in the early stages, and you know these are some early cheap prices. You look at BSCPAD, you know, and this is what I really compare to is BSCPAD, which is the same thing. I'm going to be touching on that a little bit in the next couple seconds, but basically BSCPAD um, launched on the Binance chain, and it does the exact same thing that KCCPAD plans to do. It's built by the same team of developers. Um, and yeah, so shout out to everybody that's making money from this. You know, the cool chain is getting really excited now, especially in the bear market. We're seeing some stuff happen, and what better time for all this excitement in the bear market? I mean, you make 300x in the bear market. I mean, you cooking with gas. So shout out to you if you was a part of that. But yeah, so KCC pad, obviously this saying right here is the first major launch pad on KCC. KCC pad brings stability, safety, and amazing opportunities on the new and highly anticipated KuCoin community chain. The KCC Launchpad is a deflationary launchpad with a 1% fee for selling and a 25% fee for early on staking. And projects will need to commit to buying and burning KCC tokens to launch their IDO. Um, obviously, and obviously, this is the most important part. Bluezilla, they're the team responsible for the BSCPAD and TronPad. I'm gonna talk a little bit about those in a few seconds. But Bluezilla is the same team that has developed the KCC pad. They're also developing the ETH pad that's soon to launch. So look out for that as well, or for all the ETH heads out there. But basically, I mean, they're the team that, and if you know anything about BSCPAD, TronPad, and the success that those particular platforms have had, you will definitely be excited about the KCC pad on the KuCoin, because and let me kind of break down what this whole launchpad thing is. Now, this is a whole new development and a whole new evolution of the DeFi space or the dapp space. And what these essentially aim to do is to get you in the beginning, the earliest stages. I mean, I'm sure you guys have watched stuff like Shark Tank and how these rich multi-billionaires are able to bid on projects or business ideas, business concepts from the very beginning, from the early stages before anything even really goes into production or anything is even really done. You're talking about, you know, when these businesses are literally are at the ground floor stage. I don't remember exactly the name that they give those people, but essentially these are investors that get in before anything even happens. And that's what these launch pads allow you to do. Essentially, they allow you to get into a lot of these platforms way, way, way before they even hit their stride. Like way before. I mean, you're getting in a lot of these projects. I mean, I'm gonna kind of touch on it more, but you're getting into a lot of these projects uh at very low market caps and very good projects, by the way. Like, not it's not like you're getting into um dumbass projects. I mean, literally, that's the whole point of these launch pads, to essentially vet these projects. These are gonna be good projects. It's not gonna be no shitcoin. See what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no memes or nothing like that. See what I'm saying? That's why launch pads have risen to popularity over the past couple months, of them being really a thing. And the BSCPAD was the first to do it. And this was a launch pad that was launched on the Binance Smart Chain. And essentially, what this pad did was that they allow projects to list on there and raise capital for because obviously they're in the early stages of development of their project. So, obviously everybody want to raise capital, developers want to raise capital so that, you get that money so you can push the project further. You know what I mean? So essentially what BSCPAD did was they opened their doors up to developers and, people that had goals in mind to really develop applications and stuff like that, to come on and basically pitch their idea, and they would just go through, vet these projects, make sure that these projects are rug proof, make sure that ain't no craziness going on. So basically, all the projects that are listed on BSCPAD are vetted by BSCPAD. BSCPAD actually goes through the whole vetting process, the auditing of these contracts, stuff like that, to make sure that these projects are legitimate, they're rug proof, lock liquidity, so on and so forth, so as to allow people, that really want to get into serious stuff and really want to invest at an early stage into serious projects that really have serious goals in mind, not no scam stuff or whatever, but really have serious goals in mind. The BSC pad gives you that opportunity to get in at the early stage, the ground stage. So essentially, you have these different projects. So obviously, you can see right here, you have projects coming soon. You have projects that are already closed. So essentially, these are projects that have already been through the launch phase, and people have already invested. Obviously, you get an allocation of funds that you can invest into these different projects, and essentially, depending on how well the project does, you get a return. So I mean, some of these projects can go, some of these coins, I mean, they can go 1,000x. Well, not 1,000x. Haven't seen anything going 1,000x in the launch phase, but I mean, you have projects that have gone like 100x, 200x in the past. And I'm sure there's gonna be projects that are gonna do 1,000x in the launch phase as well. It's very possible that can happen, but obviously, you know, there's just a whole lot of projects here listed here that people have been a part of, people have, allocated funds to. And the way it works, let me kind of break it down. So if you go onto the main page of the site, you see different tiers of staking that you can do. Essentially, what happens is that you got to stake a certain amount of BSC pad tokens, right? So let's go to BSC pad and let's check out the price of tokens. So obviously 68 cents for the BSC pad tokens. So if you wanted to get into any of these projects, any of these tiers right here, essentially you would have to stake this amount of BSC pad tokens, right? Now, the higher the tier, the more allocation you get, right? And obviously these are all guaranteed allocation, but the more allocation you get, and what is allocation? Allocation is just the amount of the amount of funds you can invest into different projects, right? So essentially, for every project that comes out, you get a certain allocation, right? But the more that you put in, essentially that's going to increase the amount of allocation that you get, because obviously you're staking more, you're essentially staking more BSCPAD tokens, right? And so obviously, if you want to get the highest level of allocation, you got to pay, you got to have 75,000 of these tokens, right? But basically, let's say for every project that comes out, you're getting like $500 allocation, and you probably get like 5 projects per week, being listed on BSCPAD. So, and let's say on average each of those projects go up 100x. I mean, you talking about some serious money right there. 500 times 100x, that's $50,000. You know what I mean? So that's the beauty of BSC, these launch pads. And TronPad actually launched because of BSC pad. Now Justin Sun, the businessman, the business guru that he is, essentially saw the success of the BSC pad, that Bluezilla created, and he told him like we want that too. We wanna have that experience in Tron. We wanna have people be able to do this on Tron as well. We want projects to, so as to improve the credibility of a lot of the projects that are being launched on Tron, like the different dapps and the different DeFi platforms that are being launched on Tron. To increase the credibility of that, we want to have our own launch pad, right, where people can go on there, and instead of them having to guess whether or not the project is legitimate, we do all the vetting and everything, make sure that the project is legit, and then these projects can then raise funds with the allocations that people are going to be making to each of them during that launch phase. So obviously that's how TronPad became popular as well. Just basically using the formula that was created from BSCPAD. Obviously looking at the site, it looks the same way, right? And that's gonna be the same thing that's gonna happen with KCCPAD once this really launches. Now the token has already gone public. You can buy these tokens on PancakeSwap. I'm gonna leave the link in the description to the how you would purchase these tokens on PancakeSwap. But these tokens are available on PancakeSwap now to purchase. Obviously, I would say you could get in right now because it's a good price. It's down 39%. And looking at what happened with BSC pad, you could definitely see this going back up. I mean, we're in a bear market right now, and you have to consider the fact that BSC pad at one point was like $4, 50, like around $5. And this is looking really cheap right now. So I mean, you're talking about even just buying at these prices, and these are not even close to nowhere near, what I'm saying, um nowhere near all-time high, like, or nowhere near where it went up to, just in this little phase. I mean, it's a no-brainer to get in, so I'm definitely going to be accumulating these. And I want to talk about another great opportunity as well, and this is going to happen tomorrow, I think. This is gonna be very, very interesting. In fact, it's gonna be insane in my opinion. So KCC Swap, is gonna be the first IDO. Now, what is an IDO? Just like how you have IPOs in in uh in trading, or what you call that, man, like just like how you have IPOs in on the stock market, right? Where essentially that's just the initial public phase of investment for people to get in, right? Essentially, the IDO is the same thing. So it's related to initial DEX offering, right? Just like IPO is really means initial public offering. This is the name of the meaning of this is initial DEX offering, and essentially this is the first one on the KCC pad, the very first one. So This is gonna be insane. I was looking into this. Obviously, you have different swaps already on KuCoin. You have the KuSwap, you have Coffee Swap, but the KCC swap is gonna be the first IDO that's gonna be listed on KCCPAD. And guess what the initial market cap is gonna be? It's gonna be $30,000, people. $30,000. I mean, that's just insane. You know what I mean? You can't even make that stuff up. The market cap is gonna be it's gonna start at $30,000 market cap. In fact, I could show it to you right here. So the initial price is gonna be 0.005, and the market cap is gonna be $30,000. So if it does anything close to what KCCPAD does, and it being the first IDO on KCCPAD, I don't see why not. You could look at this, could be another opportunity for a 100 to 200x return. So this is a no-brainer, guys. I would definitely look into this for sure. KCC. So this is the KCC swap, the first IDO initial DEX offering on the KCC pad. So it's gonna be interesting, man, to see what happens with that. And so I've been following that. So very excited. Very exciting news. And I'll be following this more. I'll be giving you some updates on what's happening. But essentially, right now, the KCCPAD website hasn't been finished as yet. Obviously, the token is on PancakeSwap. It's now available on PancakeSwap for you to trade. But the website itself is not available as yet. But we are gonna see that eventually. As time progresses. Obviously, as I said, everything is in the early stage, and this is a time when you want to get greedy. This time you want to get into all this stuff because we're in the early stage of the KuCoin, and I've been championing this whole KuCoin movement. I know you guys know this, that I've just been championing this whole thing and just been pushing KuCoin, man. Because the thing is, I saw what happened. I missed out on the thing with me is that I don't want to miss out on this because I missed out on Binance. I missed out on BSC. I always looked at Binance as some nonsense. Like, I never gave Binance any type of credit. And I knew about Binance token a long time, from the days from way back in the days. I'm talking about 2016, 2017, messing around with the Binance exchange and playing around with BNB tokens, just using it for paying fees, not understanding that this thing actually had real value, and finding out late, when everything already been happening. People was telling me about the Binance Smart Chain, and I just never listened because I was so caught up in ETH. I was so caught up in what I was caught up in, but you have to understand that these are great opportunities, people. And I'm definitely right now, I'm more open-minded in crypto. I don't want to be too open-minded because that also opens you up for scams. But you have to also be a little bit, you got to be flexible, because there's a lot of developments going on right now. The space is still early. It's a great time to get into these amazing opportunities. You can make crazy, crazy money from a lot of these different projects, a lot of these different things, and a lot of these different developments going on right now. So, and you got to follow where the money is going, man. And the money is going into a lot of these new stuff, especially, a formidable platform like KCC, the Chain, KuCoin community chain. I mean, that's where the money is going because people see the potential. But anyways, take care. Have a great day. Pace Crypto signing out. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos in the future. Have a great day. Pace Crypto signing out. Peace.